Hey guys, welcome to our channel. I'm Ari.
I'm Maya.
I'm Toshi.
And we're bilingual? I'm multilingual.
I would say I'm bilingual.
Bilingual?
Yeah.
Bilingual and a half.
Bilingual.
So almost multilingual.
Yeah.
I speak German, Greek, and English.
I speak Polish, English, a little bit of Japanese.
I speak English and Japanese.
You speak a little bit of Japanese too.
A little.
Little bit.
We're going to give you some tips today on how you can improve your language and how we kind of like became multi or bilingual. Let's start.
Let's do it.
Okay, first question. Hey, to be able to speak second language, what do I start with?
Something that you like. For me, my second language was English. And I started that because I like music and then I wanted to understand what are the artists saying actually. So if you start with something that you like combined with a language that you want to learn, that's a really good start.
Find out why you want to learn that language and start there. Like for me, I was watching a lot of American dramas and I really didn't want to read the subtitles, the Polish subtitles. So I just started really getting into like listening skill. That was kind of my personal reason.
If the language you're learning has nothing to do with your interests, like I think it's going to be hard to maintain motivation. So having those two things correlated or interconnected in some sort of way is definitely very helpful.
じゃあ次の question です。Next question. Does grammar have to be perfect to speak?
I don't think so.
No.
I definitely don't
Grammar
think so.
doesn't have to be perfect, but people take you more serious if your grammar is actually aligned. It's not important, it just makes the language sound more nice, I would say.
I also think it depends on like your purpose, you know, like if you want to work in, let's say, a business setting or something, then maybe, grammar might be very important because it's good to have that skill. But if you want to just have regular conversation with people or just be friendly, it might not be the most important thing.
I would agree. It's not really extremely important if it's just conversation. But if you aim for working in international company or like as an English teacher or something, get your grammar good.
じゃあ次の question. How do you learn or remember all the vocabulary?
Basically, you have to check what kind of learner you are first. If you're a visual learner, if you're auditory learner, if you feel like you learn better from seeing maybe highlighted words, means you're a visual learner, probably reading books, probably reading some comics or something, that will be better for you. If you're an auditory learner, means from hearing, which I am, hear the vocabulary from songs or from movies. Maybe you have a favorite movie that you know it by heart or something, and you just remembered how the word sounds. That's how you're going to remember it better. So first check what kind of sources are better for you to learn and then start there.
I think that's good advice.
I think I learned something. I think how I do it is I learn phrases actually for the daily life, and then like the more phrases I know, the more I repeat them, the more I can actually memorize the vocabulary. It's like So you say it like 50 times and then you know, at the start you just say it because you know that will get me a beer, but then you actually understand the meaning of toriyazu.
I think I'm kind of similar to you where like I don't just look at a word, I gotta look at a phrase.
Yeah, man.
That gives me hints and cues, so it just kind of helps me memorize, but I really like what you said.
はい、じゃあ次。How can I improve my listening?
If you want to improve your listening, listen. It's literally the more you listen and the more vocabulary you gain, the easier it is to actually listen to it.
Yeah, just listen, just keep going. You gotta start slow, baby steps, you know, and then once you get comfortable, go to the next one and then the next one, and then before you realize it, it's like, oh, I can actually understand what everyone's saying.
Yeah. Or interviews. Watch like if you like Michael Jackson, watch an interview of Michael, like just listen to native speakers speaking, you know.
Actually, speech is probably good because they probably speak kind of slow.
Yeah.
They're not speaking too quickly.
I think also stuff like animation and Disney movies, they have to speak very clearly. They have to have a very good diction, but it's not going to be very natural language, but it's going to be clear to hear.
Do you want to build a snowman? Alright, Sugi no.
How do I improve my pronunciation?
Like speak as much as possible, and also like to be honest, it's maybe a really weird advice, but try to learn another language apart from English too. As soon as you have palette of sounds that you can access, easier for you to actually imitate a sound. So I can access like different kind of sounds and like just put that in there.
I would say record yourself and listen to yourself. You're not gonna know for 100% if you pronounce something well until you actually listen back to that spoken by you. I know many people don't like to listen to their own voice, but
Sure.
it's really helpful. It sure helped me a lot.
じゃあ最後。
はい。
Last question. When I speak English, I get nervous. Can't speak smoothly. It stops between, and this person wants to fix that. I don't know how to.
That's interesting because I have the same problem with Japanese.
Oh.
I grew up speaking both Japanese and English at the home, but because my education was primarily in English, my English is just naturally better. So when I speak to someone over the phone in Japanese, I'm just like, wakarimasen, you know, like, I guess it's just repetition, just getting used to it, you know, because in the beginning I'm very nervous. After I get comfortable, then I find myself becoming more relaxed and more confident.
Also, I would say like if you forget a word, don't panic. It happens even in your native language. And I'm sure it happens to you even in Japanese, like forgetting some words as well. Maybe describe it or maybe use the closest word you remember to that.
If you're panicking, just take a step back.
Yeah.
You can just say, give me a second. I actually do that a lot, even in English. It's okay, it's not embarrassing. It happens to everyone. So, yeah, that's okay.
True, yeah. Alright guys, thanks for your questions. I learned something. Thanks, Mia.
Yeah, I actually did. That was super interesting.
If you see that you struggle with the language, find something that you love doing it with for, and then you will see that, any other motivation will come with it. So, yeah, thanks for your questions. Thanks for watching and see you guys on the next one.
Yeah.
Bye!
Introduce yourself now.
Hi. What's your name?
Actually,
Are you guys